Hi, my name is Noah and I'll be reading the poetry. Once there was a tree, and she loved a little boy, and every day the boy would come, and he would gather her leaves and make them into crowns to play king of the forest. He would climb up her trunk and swing from her branches and eat apples. And they would play hide and go seek, and when he was tired, he would sleep in her shade. And the boy loved the tree very much. And the tree was happy. But time went by, and the boy grew older, and the tree was often alone. Then, one day, the boy came to the tree, and the tree said, "Come, boy, come and climb up my trunk, and swing from my branches, and eat apples, and play in my shade, and be happy." "I am too big to climb and play," said the boy. "I want to buy things and have fun. I want some money. Can you give me some money?" "I'm sorry," said the tree, "but I have no money. I have only leaves and apples. Take my apples, boy, and sell them in the city. Then you will have money and you will be happy." And so the boy climbed up the tree and gathered her apples and carried them away. And the tree was happy. But the boy stayed away for a long time, and the tree was sad. Then one day, the boy came back, and the tree shook with joy, and she said, "Come, boy, climb up my trunk and swing from my branches and be happy." "I am too busy to climb trees," said the boy. "I want a house to keep me warm," he said. "I want a wife and I want children, so I need a house. Can you give me a house?" "I have no house," said the tree. "The forest is my house. But you may cut off my branches and make a house." And so the boy cut off her branches and carried them away to build his house. And the tree was happy. But the boy stayed away for a long time. And when he came back, the tree was so happy she could hardly speak. "Come, boy," she whispered, "come and play." "I am too old and sad to play," said the boy. "I want a boat that will take me far away from here. Can you give me a boat?" "Cut down my trunk and make a boat," said the tree. "Then you can sail away and be happy." And so the boy cut down her trunk and made a boat and sailed away. And the tree was happy, but not really. And after a long time, the boy came back again. "And I'm sorry, boy," said the tree, "but I have nothing left to give you. My apples are gone." "My teeth are too weak for apples," said the boy. "My branches are gone," said the tree. "You cannot swing on them." "I am too old to swing on branches," said the boy. "My trunk is gone," said the tree. "You cannot climb." "I am too tired to climb," said the boy. "I'm sorry," sighed the tree. "I wish that I could give you something, but I have nothing left. I am just an old stump. I am sorry." "I don't need very much now," said the boy. "Just a quiet place to sit and rest. I am very tired." "Well," said the tree, straightening herself up as much as she could, "well, an old stump is good for sitting and resting. Come on, boy, sit down and rest." And the boy did, and the tree was happy. The end. Thank you.
Hi, my name is John, and I'll be reading a piece from Lombard. My grandmother is the kind of person who always thinks no matter how bad things might seem, everything will always come out all right. Her hair could be on fire, and she'd probably say, "Well, at least we have light to read by." She's the most positive person in the world, and amazing and fun to be around. But in a strange and happy way, she seems about 9 bricks shy of a full load. You can say, "You know, I think the Yankees will win the World Series again." And she'll answer, yes, but it's still nice to put carrots in the stew for flavor. You think that somewhere inside that brain maybe a screw came loose? Then you find out that the last time the Yankees won the World Series, she made stew and forgot to put carrots in. And blame the Yankees. She never liked them anyway, when the stew tasted funny. She still doesn't like the Yankees. It all makes sense if you wait long enough, she says. So when I turned 12, she came to my house with an old riding mower in the back of her Toyota pickup. Happy birthday, she said. It used to belong to your grandfather. He was always working on it. I thought you might like it. A mower? Though we lived on the edge of what was termed an upper middle class neighborhood, our house was a small fixer-upper. Had a yard the size of a postage stamp, and the grass never seemed to grow enough to need mowing. It just sprouted, stopped, gave up, and died. My father and I lifted the mower down from the truck bed. The lawnmower? I looked at my grandma. Thanks. My bridge club is meeting on Thursday night, she said. She makes it hard to watch CSI since it's on Thursdays too. Did you know that? And she drove away before I could answer, much less wait for the part where it actually made sense. It appears you now have a mower, my father said, smiling as he walked back into the house. I don't know the connection with our bridge club either, although I'm sure there is one. Maybe your mom will know what that meant. I looked at the mower, very old, low, small, and it was nothing like the fancy new machines. The seat was steel without a pad, and the driver's feet went over the top of the motor to rest on 2 foot pedals. One was a brake and the other was a clutch. That you had to push down to get the mower moving. Steered with 2 levers, like a small bulldozer, and looked more like a toy than a mower. Okay, since I was 12, I didn't have much experience with motors. I'm just not machine-oriented. My birthday present sat there. I tried pushing it toward our garage, but it didn't seem to want to move. Even turning around to put my back against it and push with my legs didn't help. It still sat there. So I studied it. On the left side of the motor was a small gas tank. I unscrewed the top and looked in. Yep, gas. On top of the tank were 2 levers. The first was next to pictures of a rabbit and a turtle. The other lever said on and off. I pushed on. Nothing happened, of course. On the very top of the motor was a starting pull rope. I gave it a jerk and the motor sputtered a little, popped once, then died. I pulled the rope again. The motor hesitated, popped, and then roared to life. I jumped back. No muffler. Once when I was little, my grandmother, in her usual logic-defying fashion, answered my request for another cookie by saying my grandfather had to go take her. He was always puttering with things, taking them apart and putting them back together. When he was around, nothing ever broke, nothing ever dared to break. It still wasn't moving, and the blade wasn't going around. I stood looking down at it. It spoke to me. Well, not really. I'm not one of those woo-woo people. At least I don't think I was. Maybe I am now. Anyway, there was some message that came from the mower through the air and into my brain. It kind of warmed, maybe settled for me, like I was supposed to be there, and so was the mower, the 2 of us. Like it was a friend. So all right, I know how that sounds too. We'll sit under a tree and read poems about mowing. Totally whack. But the feeling was there. Next I found myself sitting on the mower, my feet on the pedals. I moved the throttle to the rabbit position and pushed the lever down, and the blade started whirring. The mower seemed to give a happy leap forward off the sidewalk, and I was mowing the lawn, or dirt. As I said, we didn't really have much of a lawn. Until I figured out the steering, the mailbox, my mom's flowers, and near the front step with a small bush were in danger. But in a few minutes I got control of the thing and sheared off what little grass was there. Front lawn didn't take long, but before I was done, the next door neighbor came to the fence, attracted by the dust cloud. He waved me over. I stopped in front of him, pulled the throttle back and killed the engine. I stood up away from the mower, my ears humming so I could hear him. You mow lawns? He asked. How much? And that's how it started. Thank you.